guys, Six right here. One of the latest figures we got in this week. Today we are looking at the He-Man and the Masterverse Man-E-Faces figure from the cartoon collection. Now this guy came out a little bit sometime last year. I had him on pre-order from Amazon and it finally showed up. So, you know, this is one of the lines, like I said before, I'm a little bit more into this line than the Origins, even though I have all the Origins figures. But definitely Man-E-Faces is one of the figures that, characters that I remember from the cartoon series. And this looks so spectacular. Comes in this blister card packaging. You got Hordak's eyes in the background, the flames, and of course Castle Grayskull. This is basically has a sticker of the 40th anniversary line for She-Ra. So yeah, you know, like I said, he was definitely a favorite for me when I was a kid. And actually, this is insane because I don't know if you been keeping track, but Mondo is making a 12-inch figure of this guy, and I'm like, dang, like, whoa. So I'm pretty excited about that. I'm probably going to be getting him. So Man-E-Faces is just one of those characters that you have to have in your collection. So, like I said, he comes in the standard blister card packaging, looking really cool. Let's turn it around, look at the back. So this basically is from the series of the Mystery of Man-E-Faces, the show. And I remember this one a lot. I do remember this as a kid. Look at this cool cartoon. I do remember this episode. You know, and I forgot the name of these little characters. It'd be kind of cool if we got those coming in the line. So yeah, it's a really cool art. I love this art style. This is really nice, really cool to, you know, collect. And as you can see, you got the cross-sell, the other figures. Of course, we've already seen Hordak and Triclops. And then there's basically the action feature where you just turn the head and you got a human, robot, and monster. So yeah, let's get this guy out of the packaging to get a closer look at the He-Man of the Master Universe, Man-E-Faces from the cartoon collection. All right, here is Man-E-Faces out of the packaging. And I have to say, this looks remarkable. Just like Stratos, I am very much impressed with this figure. Like, I have him on the Origins, and of course he has an ugly orange feature. I don't have him with me, but he has like this orange on his skin that just looks really crazy. And they did re-release an Amazon exclusive version of that, and I did have him, and I actually ordered 3 of them, and all 3 of them had the different headsets. So the one had, they were all turned in the packaging, I guess, and I ended up selling them, and I made some decent. I'm not a scalper, but I got some decent money for those 3, which is kind of interesting. But just looking at this figure, they got the skin tone right. I'm really liking the blues. The colors just look so nice on this one. It's real basic because it's based on the the cartoon series. So it's not a whole lot. And of course, Super 7 did release a Club Grayskull version back in the day. I never got it. I was going to get it, I remember, but maybe yes, too. Well, I don't know. We'll see. But this looks great. I mean, I'm really liking it. So let's get a closer look at him. As you can see, that awesome face portrait looks really good. And you got this dome helmet thing, which at first I thought would look kind of silly on him, but no, it actually looks really good. And of course, you can turn the heads, and this is real nice and smooth to the monster and the robot, and it just goes nice and smooth. It just really is a good, and it go, you know, you're able to turn it with no issues. It looks really nice. And then, like I said, you know, you got that beautiful blue, and then you got these, I guess it's like a dark pink around the tubing areas. And then you got, of course, the blue over here on the shoulder pads, and then, of course, on the arm gear. And then that pink again comes around the belt loop, the blue trunks, you know, his, you know, the blue, you know, those big boots, I guess. That looks kind of funny how that would look, you know, if they were painted black, you know. So yeah, you know, and of course, like just like all of them, you can take these off. I don't think you can take off the head though. The head, yeah, you can't take off the head. This is stuck. Like you can't. Can you? No, you cannot. Or I don't know. Can't. I don't know. I'm not gonna try because I'll probably break it. But you can take off the arms, and I believe you can take off the. No, you can't take these off either. The only thing you can take off is. All right, let me see if I can. I mean, the middle part. So, you know, but I understand why. So, you know, yeah, you can't take off the boot. I guess you can't. Nope, there's no way. I just feel like it's, usually you can take out the bottom boots and then, of course, you know, the head and you can swap. But this is not how it works. And I'm really surprised that they at least didn't give us some more different heads, which would be pretty cool. Like they did, you know. Or like I think the classics came with, the original classics version had like another set of heads that they can swap. But as I said earlier in my video, the Mondo version, oh my God, that is going to be spectacular. So anyway, I'll talk about that when it comes in, when I pre-order that one too, Lord Jesus. Oh God, like I said, I got to make a video on Mondo because I'm so stoked. All right, now, the weird thing about this, and I looked everywhere, is usually some of the figures that come with some type of something from the cartoon or something, some type of accessory that goes to the cartoon or something. But Man-E-Faces did not come with anything. I mean, they could at least put a blaster in there with him or something. You know what I mean? And that's disappointing because, you know, I feel like some figures come with a lot of too many accessories sometimes, but not to have any actually just is kind of silly. Like I think that's just sad. He should have come with a blaster, so he doesn't come with anything. The only thing he comes with is this comic that we've already saw in Hordak and Triclops. So you know, you've already seen it. You know, he is the star of this show, of this comic, but you know, it's a bummer. So that does take some points away from this because, like I said, I think he, you know, should have came up with something. All right, let's get this guy on my turntable and get my final thoughts. All right, here's Man-E-Faces, all decked out, all ready to go, looking really cool. I'm really liking this figure. I like the way he looks. I was very worried about his dome. I thought it was gonna be too big on him, but it looks really cool. I love the fact that changing the heads is so easy. You just do a real quick swap, which is really cool. The colors look nice. The of course the body doesn't look orange like the Origins version. The only downside for me, I think, is there's no weapon. I mean, I really didn't care for the accessories from the cartoon thing because to me it's like, I don't know, what am I doing with these? But they should at least come with accessories, and he should have came with a blaster. That's the only thing I can say is the downfall on this one. But there are still more cartoon collection figures coming. The next wave is Catra, the Skeletor. Is it the Skeletor? The Invisible Skeletor? Or is that with Buzz Off? God, I don't even know. I'm trying to think. Catra, Leech, and Frosta, right? I don't know. There's a few more coming out. They'll be coming out pretty soon. And they just yesterday dropped Whiplash, the cartoon version's coming, which is really cool. Bo and Shadow Weaver. So those are all dropped. I think the only one you can get right now on pre-order is Shadow Weaver on Amazon. But I'm sure they're gonna be everywhere. But don't sleep on these because I think right now one of them is pretty. I think it's Man-at-Arms. Man-at-Arms is hard to find now, so he's pretty expensive on the aftermarket. So don't sleep on these. Don't I'll get them later because unlike and I should take my own advice and hurry up and get She-Ra before she's sold out. So I'll get her really soon. So she'll be coming up pretty soon. Well, anyway, what do you guys think of this cartoon collection? Do you guys collect them? How many are you in your collection? Who are you looking forward to coming out? Let me know in the comments, and until next time.
Ladies and gentlemen,
make sure you like, share, and subscribe.